Okay, guys. This is going to be the draw for the Post-Up Tournament Series Round 3. This is the money qualifier round, okay? I'm going to give people a chance to find the stream. I'm also going to send out some text messages real quick. So I'm going to be, like, looking at my phone. Like, down here. Let me make sure we're live, by the way. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay. So let's go back to here. Boom. These are some of the results from the previous round. Just keeping in mind the... you know what? We'll go through it one by one. Let me send out the text to everyone that's still in this thing to make sure that everyone can see this live if they want to. This is going to take me about 3 or 4 minutes, so if you're watching this back afterwards, go ahead and fast forward the video about 3 or 4 minutes, and then you'll be able to find it easy, so or see the draw. So give me a second here. What's up, Gerard? Share, copy link. I'm actually going to send... These are the players that are still remaining in each bracket. This is the 469 and under winners, first round winners, right here. Boom. This is the list for the first round losers, 469 and under. Sending the text out to them with the YouTube link. Boom. This is the list for the 544 and under first round losers. Winners, sorry. Notice that there's an odd man out. There are 7 names on this list, which means one person from this list is going to get a buy into the money. Okay, this is the list for the first round losers. We haven't done any drawing yet. I'm just sending out text messages. This is first round losers, 544 and under. One person from this list will get a buy into the money. Okay. This is our 619 and under list. First round losers, or winners, sorry. This is a straight up 2 people here will make it to the money, 2 will not. Same with this list, and I think there were 2 different spots on these lists where, as you can see here, Tan Incy / Chris Sanchez. I haven't heard the result of that match, and I'm pretty sure they played it. So if I don't hear the result of those matches by this Saturday night, I'm just going to flip a coin and pick a winner. And that is the person that moves on, so I'll make sure that that person matches up with the appropriate person from the draw. So... I think there's one other instance of that. I think it's between Eric Angelo and... I think it's on this list. Lionel Molina. Yeah, so if I don't hear the result of that, I think... Yeah, if I don't get the result from that by this Saturday evening, I'll do the same thing. So, okay, text messages are sent out. Boom. So people can watch it live. First thing I want to address for the Post-Up Tournament Series is there's been a lot of discussion in the Discord, on the Discord server, under Putt's general discussion. All of that stuff is great. Please keep the conversation going, because I'm going to be able to go back and reference that entire conversation and come up with what seems like the consensus for good ideas for future rounds. Like, I know one of the major gripes that a few people have had with the format is this modified single elimination format could be manipulated by forfeiting your first round or losing your first round on purpose to be able to play players that otherwise didn't win their first round, and therefore quote-unquote weaker players. Well, I personally have a debate whether I think that that's like a favorable strategy is beside the point, but I do want to work in some type of incentive structure in future sessions to make sure that first round winners do get like a real benefit. Unfortunately, we don't have that in this format. We're just running through to see what the result can be with the current format, and we'll, like I said, tweak it for the next session. Second thing is I'm going to be back in town for the majority of the rest of this tournament. So I'm going to be much more strict with making sure that matches happen and complete on time. So when I send out your group chats for your matchups, if I don't see that you've scheduled a match within the first 4 days, the clock is ticking. And if we get to the point where we're 2 days from the end of the round, I will tell you guys, you have 2 days to complete your match, or I'm flipping a coin to find out who won. Please don't put this off. Schedule your match, get in touch with your opponent. If you don't hear back from your opponent, we put them on the clock. And if your opponent is being very difficult to schedule a match with, they're just going to end up forfeiting. So whoever's putting forward the good foot or the best foot forward to get their match scheduled will get the advantage in the long run. Just make sure you're getting your match done. Yeah. But yeah, we'll just run through the draw here. And I'll get text messages out this evening for everybody. So we're going to start right here with the 469 and under first round winners. There will be 3 players here that get drawn into the money. Or the winners of these 3 matches will make it to the money. Let's just push the button. We have, oh my gosh. The Stahl brothers draw each other. Unbelievable. What luck. So Eric Stahl versus Randy Stahl, Amarin Andrus versus Daniel Bradley, and Paul Antonitis versus Alex Jurenka. This is the 469 and under first round losers. 3 of these people will make it directly to the money. We're going to hit the button right now. Boom. We have David Solis versus the winner between Lionel Molina and Eric Angelo. Michael Littlefield versus Paul Howerman. CJ Jones versus Ed Gill. Boom. By the way, in the 469 and under group, 2 players out of that. So there will be a total of 6 players that lose this round. Out of those 6 players that lose this round, 2 of them will get drawn into the money based on their total number of wins, how many games you've won in the tournament. So the 2 highest winning losers of this round will get drawn into the money. Now, this is a separate draw. 1 player from this list, we're actually going to end up clicking the button twice. The first time we click the button, the guy at the top of the list will get a bye, pardon me. The player at the top of the list will get a bye into the money. When we click the button the second time, the player who got the bye will just not exist on the list. Even though it will draw them into the list, we'll just pretend they won't be there, and that's how we figure out what the matches are. So let's hit the button. Top of the list, Derek Mejorado makes the bye into the money. I'm actually going to zoom way in and show only his name on my picture. So Derek Mejorado gets a bye into the money round. Hit the button one more time. Here we go. Derek Mejorado ends up at the bottom of the list. We ignore that name. We're going to have Cody Hill versus Devin Radke. Martin Alanis versus Kenneth Boblik. And Rance Nichols versus Dan Kelly. Derek Mejorado gets a bye. Same thing on this list. We have 7 players, so one player will draw a bye into the money. We're going to click the button once to find out who that is. JC, John Corvo, the luckiest guy I've ever met in my life, wins every raffle and then wins the bye into the money. John Corvo makes it into the money. Now we're going to click the button one more time for the draw for the round. Here we go. Ignore JC's name on this list. We have Jonathan Jackson versus Eric Grubbs, George Loera versus Leela Andrews, Brian Hart versus Bryant Oak. All right. 2 draws done so far. Moving on. This is 619 and under. Winners, first round winners group. Let's hit the button. We have Bill Villarreal versus Brian Borgia and Fong Win versus Chang Vang. Those are a couple of really good matchups right there. And now, the first round losers. We're going to click the button once. Here we go. Nick Lansdowne versus the winner between Tan Incy and Chris Sanchez, waiting till Saturday to get those results. Josh Holder versus Rolando Torres. That is our result for the draw. Hiya. I don't know where the chat is. Let me find the chat real quick, guys. Make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Let's read through the chat. So Grizz, Davids, yo, what's up? What up? What up? Tan won his match, Brian Ook says. Okay, good. Good to know. So Tan, Nick Lansdowne is playing Tan Incy. Nick Lansdowne is playing Tan Incy. Thank you. Any more One Pocket tonight? No, we're done with the U.S. Open coverage. Collins, I recall that for 669 and under, the winner's bracket would play someone from the loser's bracket. It ended up being winners versus winners and losers versus losers. Paul Antonitis, that is in the money round. Once you make it to the money, the people who won first round, once they're in the money, they draw someone from the one-loss side, or the first round losers. It gives them an advantage, quote-unquote, once they're in the money, to have a better chance of running deeper in the money. That was the original intention. JC, a.k.a. Lucky. That's what I'm talking about. Rance wanted to play Cody so bad. That's too bad. CJ Tattoo is ready to go. Yeah, so go ahead and watch the video back if you want to see the draw this evening. Pardon me. What time is it? I think I have enough time to get the text messages out because it's a smaller group this time. Yeah, I have time to send the text messages out right now. I'm not going to have the brackets up until probably tomorrow, but I'll get the matches, like the group chats out this evening, just following this stream. So, yeah, like I said, make sure you're on the Discord server to be able to see the discussion that's happening about the format and the tournament series and everything. So that I'm going to end up reading through that whole discussion and end up getting involved in the end to like take some, popular votes or whatever to see what we're going to do moving forward. But that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, good luck in the next round. Thanks to everyone who's played so far, and rock and roll. Have a good night, everybody.